Hi guys, you're here with me, Jen the Taxidermy Witch, and I have so many things to show you. First off, I have all of these candles for my spell kits, and that I'm going to be putting on Etsy, so if you need a spell or a working, either one that I can send to you and you can do it yourself, or I can do it for you here, or we can make a two-part where we actually do it at the same time together. All of those are options, so I've got some beautiful candles. If you do get these kits though, and they usually come in a box like this. This is a vintage and really old brand. I'm keeping the boxes because I'm going to paint them black, and they have this see-through star on both sides, so I'm going to use these for magical boxes. I've got 5 of those I'll be saving because they have that cool star in the center. As you can see, they wear off onto the paper that's in between the 2 layers. I'm going to be using these 5 for different beautiful canvases. I don't see why not, they're just gorgeous. But what I want to also say about them is that you really need to be careful of the candles, because when you get over here to the white ones, as you can see, there's lots of color left behind on some of them, and maybe only 2 clean white ones in the whole box. So if you're worried about that sort of thing, get them out of the box before any heat gets to them. As you can see, the oranges, they stayed pretty nice. No real markings from any other colors. Some of the yellows got dinged up from some of the other colors. Some of the reds are faded from being in the part of the box that was sunny. But you know, it's cool because this is all supposed to be one color green. Well, now I see 3 different shades of green, to be quite honest. So I'm kind of excited about that. And then, same here, these were in the front of the box, some light got to them. Ooh, there were black candles in there, I was surprised when I opened it up, and then another color, purple. So, all of that there, and that is 5 boxes of these 20-piece candles. What's in these little jars? Oh my goodness, I can't remember how many, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 times. Maybe like 50 or 60 different little bottles there. I think probably closer to 40 or 50. But all different little stone chips in there for different oils that I'll be making. And different workings. You know how I make the workings where it's a little jar on a piece of hemp that goes around your neck? Well, now I have so many different kinds of stones to put in there. Stones that I would have never thought to get my hands on. So, also, if you're interested in a kit like this, where you run out of the stones, you have these awesome glass jars left behind, let me know, I can order one in for you. But it took me a lot of research to find those. I'm not just going to tell you all my secrets, but if you want, I can order in one for you, and you're left with these really beautiful glass jars. There's so many types, and I wouldn't mind doing a video talking about... This one's just says all kinds of crystals, but I do believe it's the only one that is just random. There's some beautiful, like, garnets in here too. Oh, obsidian. Got a little bit of everything in here, guys. But I really like the idea of using these as little canvases. Even where the oil got to some of them, it just makes them more beautiful. Some rose quartz chips. I've been wanting to make rose quartz oil like Lady Gravedancer, so that'll be good. What else do we have here? Tourmaline. Oh, that's divine. So they're small. I mean, they're not big by any means. They're small, but who doesn't like small amounts of lots of stuff? I'm excited, okay? So the next I wanted to show you a peek of my Book of Shadows. Basically, before most of my 700 videos, I took notes and, you know, made things for them. And so this is kind of like my Book of Shadows. Someday maybe I'll get it bound. But yeah, it's just, this is my handwriting. Poor Maddie, whenever he opens my Etsy gifts, it's like, phew. So anyway, I will get that bound someday, but I do it on a lot of just like construction paper for however themed I am for the mood and everything. But I've done so many spells and workings, you guys, on my channel, so if you get bored, just check them out. Next, what else? We were foraging today outside. Wah! I almost fell over. Okay, foraging today outside, and lots of stuff I found. Okay, number 1, I found this kind of ivy in our compost heap. And so it's growing all over the compost heap, which I think is so cool because the compost heap only gets the things that I can't put in my dehydrator. So out of all the things that were left behind, I have this that grew out of it. It's like this is like, will represent frugality to me. This will represent wholeness. This will represent utilizing every bit of what you've got. And so I'm excited to pull some of that ivy. I also found out there a brick that was broken, and then it had moss on it. So there's a lot of things that you could use this for. You can use the moss energies, and of course the brick has all of those protection, stability, indestructible qualities, or you can make brick dust. Over here, I just thought that this stick was so cool. It's got like lots of living mosses on it. But come up, and this is what I saw, was the dry, clean part that was the top of it. I just love the way that that looks. My camera's being a focus queen today. Ooh. So anyway, I just like that, how the top is just like, argh! So it's pretty long, but it's a stick that I like. So I kept it. And then next, well, I was out there trying to find white peacock feathers, which I found loads of, which we'll talk about them. Underneath my bedroom window, I always look for special things. There weren't any white peacock's feathers under there, but there was this. And it's this old Indian toy. Like a Native American Indian, I suppose you call them, but they're really just Native Americans. And yeah, he's like holding up this shield. So I'm taking that as a big message from my spirit guides that I need to have my guard up and just be protective and maybe do some more protection workings. And see how he's not using a gun? He's using a shield. It's a preventative, you know what I'm saying? So our preventatives, our protection. This is a really good reminder of that. So I'll be keeping this for all of time. And then underneath the window of my daughter, I found these two white peacock feathers. And whenever there's a feather under the window, I really directly relate those to astral travel. Now, some of these are in pretty bad shape because we had a lot of crazy weather lately, but that doesn't mean that you can't use the blow dryer and a comb that you use only for this. You do have to get those feathers in the freezer right away before you start messing around and playing with them, because feathers carry mites and other disease. So, what else? Oh, and then when I went to my Bastet meditation spot, there's this ivy that's very, very different from the other one, and it looks almost variegated. And it is so Kelly green and looks like lightning. Doesn't that look like lightning, you guys? So I'm going to be drawing this for lightning power and workings, especially from my goddess Bastet. So I have heaps and heaps of ivy that I'll go be plucking. If anybody wants ivy, just ask me for a listing and I will get some in the dehydrator for you. It's as easy as that. And we can do a small amount, you know, starting at a real tiny amount, or we could do a huge amount. So these feathers, basically, if you get a feather that you just can't clean up but you still want to keep it, like I found one in here that just looks so weird that I want to keep it as is as long as I can. If you get these cool feathers and you're just like, they just look so gummed up and yucky, I don't think I should use it. Well, if you don't think that looks cool, then that's fine. I really do. But you can grind these up in your spice grinder, you know, your electric spice grinder. That's how I grind up feathers, thistles, all kinds of things. So a lot of these feathers that just might not look perfect or you can't get the dirt off of and such, I have so many in that bag today, you can certainly grind up and put in workings. You can put in a bottled working where you barely be able to see it, things like that. But look, I was able to pull 4 or 5 different quills. See those big quills? And that quill is going to be for writing intentions for astral work because it showed up under the bedroom window. Okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed my little nature haul and some things that I received off of line for my Etsy orders. It's been a great day. I do want to show you what I've done with this case that I got. It's that case I picked up for $2.99. It's older. I'm not finding like... Oh, here we go. It's an Acorn Chicago. Hi, Tess! And Oliver. Everybody give a big shout out to Tess and Oliver. Their family needs our love very much right now. Okay, so in here I've got all my little bottles, and the layer of the glass bottles are under there, the amber glass bottles. I've just got so many now. And you know, I've got extra corks in here. I've got some of the bottle toppers in here. I've got the caps and stickers and measurers and all just so many things. These are teeny tiny. These are ultra tiny. Look how small these are. We can put these on necklaces, on not keychains, rear view mirror for your car, any kind of stuff. Alright, so we've got loads of those, and those will be going in the doctor bags, the chemistry set cases, or the Gilbert outfits. They'll be going in all the different travel apothecaries that I make, just like that wooden box I have all set up. Okay, and then in here I've got little teeny tiny glass vials for my sample oils, and they're in dark amber bottles. See how the sun can't penetrate through that? That's good news. Look at my duct tape job. It was cold. That's laughable, right? Okay, so these are all in there, and the caps are up there. Back in the back, I've got my Three Kings charcoal tab. Big old sets for my Etsy page. If you guys need Three King charcoal tabs, those are my very favorite. You can grind them up and make black witch's salt powder to make things blacker. You can use it in your black hexing sand. You can make white sand black with it. It's just a great natural ingredient to use to blacken things up. And then down here I've got my bulk of my Florida water, all my mortar and pestles, marble, white sparkly marble, olive wood, and an unknown wood. So lots of stuff in there. I just love, for $2.99, I was just able to do so much with that. I'm really happy. And there's still room to put other stuff, so yay! Yeah, that's what I've got going on, and thanks for saying hello to me. And if you need anything, any custom witchcraft workings from Etsy, you let me know. Every order comes with free gifts and a personal handwritten card from the Taxidermy Witch. I'll see you guys soon. Bye!